to a new video. Now we are officially going to start the road to top 100 season 10 and beyond. You guys have seen the video. Right now you can see I'm at 600 rating. I'm at 600 rating right now. Obviously this is already pre-recorded, but I was recording it without my voice, without commentary, so we're doing the commentary now. From the previous episode, from episode 1, you guys saw me using an Umbrian Toxicroak team, and I won't be using that team anymore. I'm gonna be switching over to a new team with Gliscor and Ditto. A lot of you guys have been asking me about the team, and yeah, it's finally on Patreon as well with a team building video, so you guys can check it out. But yeah, I'm going to take you guys on my journey. So most of the battles I would just skip right through because they aren't really that exciting to show. But I can basically tell you guys what happened in most of the games. Won't remember them too well, but I can give you guys a rough idea. And some of the battles they do show. So 600 rating, and at this point we needed to be at 750, around 750 to be in the top 100. Obviously, by the time we get there, it's gonna be higher. So the cap to get 100 is gonna be higher. But yeah, I'm gonna skip right ahead to the first battle. Right off the bat, you can see my team with the Ditto, Weavile, Mienshao, Gliscor, Weezing, Ferrothorn. My opponent running a really offensive team. Basically what happened was he led off with Togekiss, and Togekiss was nasty plot. I led off with Ditto, and I started sweeping him turn 1. I didn't sweep him straight off with Ditto, but I flinched down his Ditto, he died, and then I flinched down his second Pokemon, and then I decided to not keep this going because I didn't flinch because he went Hydreigon next. Like he went Hydreigon next, and I didn't flinch him, so I came in scissor range. So I swapped into Mienshao and he swapped out himself. Or actually, was he scarfed? Was he scarfed himself? Let's see what happened there. Okay, no, I just didn't flinch him. Oh, I did flinch him. Or did I? I guess I missed here. That's what would make sense. Or I didn't flinch him here. Yeah. Okay, I didn't flinch him. And then I decided to swap, I think, maybe. Okay. Because I wanted to keep this for Gyarados as well, I guess. And his Togekiss was still alive too. So yeah, don't want to risk missing here and dying to Dragon Pulse. So I swapped out. And we just played out this game. It's not too special. I always had Ferrothorn to check Gyarados. And yeah, I just ended up rolling down this game. The rating right now doesn't really matter. It's still around 600. So this game, I did lose. I don't want to go into too depth about it because Snorlax was actually a horrible matchup for me. Because Snorlax uses Curse to set up, and with Curse he also boosts his defense. So even if my Ditto copies his stats, he can change moves. He has more HP, so he will beat Ditto 1v1. And I got a close combat off on Snorlax when he got to +1, and then my Brick Break from Weavile wasn't enough. So I basically lost 2 Pokemon to this guy. He was cursed up here, so I close combat there. He lives the attack, and I died to he crashed there. And then I thought here I can knock him out with Brick Break. And that wasn't the case because he was actually running this defensively. Because usually you run this with a careful nature and with a bit of defense sometimes. But yeah, he was running it defensive with defensive nature and EV, so I wasn't able to knock this out. I lost 2 of my major Pokemon to him. And yeah, I did end up killing this guy, but then it just became really difficult. And yeah. Okay. Because Dragon Knight would just sweep me at this point. So I just decided to concede. This game, let's see. Third game. He had this. And I think I swept him with Gliscor. I don't want to go too in depth about this game either, just because we can see the interaction between, because this was the main interaction. We can see the Gliscor just sets up on this guy. He uses Scald and Future Sight, and he can never one-hit KO me with that combo, as you guys see from the damage. So I used this Slowbro to set up against. So on the turn if Future Sights, I just Sword Stance. Okay, then yeah, Alakazam cannot kill me on one hit. Mienshao cannot kill me on one hit. Magnezone cannot kill me on one hit. So I basically used this to set up, as you guys can see, and yeah, in the end he teleported out. I kill Alakazam here. And I'm definitely not in range unless he suspects Hidden Power Ice. But he just used a Psychic, and yeah, I took it really well. He was Life Warped. And Alakazam dies. That's his fastest Pokemon gone too. And in this sense, yeah, I just have to click Roost on Gliscor once and I win. He goes Mienshao. I think I swap here. Because like I said, I only need to Roost once. But he already forfeit, so that's why I don't really want to show that game. But that basically happened, and I got the other games straight away. I didn't show my rating at that point, but we will. And I think I'm going to show you guys this game because this might be interesting. Because we face Volcarona, which Ditto doesn't match up well against, because just like Snorlax, Volcarona boosts his special defense. I'm not doing extra damage to the Volcarona, and he has 2 sweepers as well. But so I was relying on my Mienshao, which is my only way of dealing with Volcarona on this team. So I let up with the Mienshao in this one against the Rotom. I'm not sure if I go for the knockoff. Wouldn't be smart because I need to keep my item to check Volk. I think we just U-turn there. Yeah. And this is where we find out if this is like trick, or if he tricks me. It's a bit annoying against Volk, but yeah, it doesn't matter too much against this. But he went Gengar instead, maybe anticipating the fake out. So I get the U-turn off, and this allowed me to get him a Weavile, but he could have been Scarfed. So I needed to find out if he was Scarfed first. So the play I made was probably going into the Gliscor here. Or I go Weavile and then switch. But if I go Gliscor, I activate my orb, right? Because if we see black Sludge on this, then we know, okay, he's not Scarfed, but he can still be Scarfed. So I go back into Mienshao. Because if we see a Life Orb, we also know he's not Scarfed. He swaps now into the Gyarados. And I get my Mienshao in. Not the ideal matchup, of course. I don't know if I want to take a Waterfall here. I know I can live it. But getting damage on this means I cannot switch it into Gengar and Volcarona. So I think I just go straight into the Ferrothorn exactly. And my opponent went for the Dragon Dance, which is kind of insane. Because I have a Ferrothorn and a Ditto, so I just go for Stealth Rock. And this is where my opponent brought in the Volcarona straight away, while I got up rocks. And those rocks, definitely really strong for his team, because half of his team is weak to Stealth Rock. And this is where I bring in the Mienshao and show you guys the Assault Vest. He Fury Dances up, and yeah, my Mienshao is gonna eat this up like a beast. I hate Fury Dance though, because the special attack boost gets sometimes. So it's freaking annoying, but I just Rock Slide here. If he swaps, I kind of have to click Rock Slide here. There's no point in predicting. He decided to go Superior. I don't know if I U-turn here though. I missed Rock Slide as well, meaning that I missed important damage on this. But I U-turn and he glared, making it really scary against Volcarona. But I still have my rocks up, and now I can. If I hit the Rock Slide, I would have been able to get him into pursuit range. That's the annoying thing. But I'm still forced to get in my my Weavile here. And I might even still go for the Pursuit there, but we'll see. Because I don't want to be switching into this Mon, but maybe I'm just Night Slashing here. Which might not be bad, but well, if he goes Volcarona, he comes in on rocks, then I just deal with KO him. So Night Slash, if Night Slash is a kill here, I might just click that. I'm not gonna caulk it now, because I'm obviously going to do something here. I just went for Spear, okay. As he went Gyarados. That's pretty interesting. That's some really cool damage. Yeah, it really sucked missing the Rock Slide on that Sherp, like I said, because I could have trapped him with Pursuit. And yeah, I got the Icicle Spear damage off on this Gyarados. And I go back into the Ferrothorn. And yeah, the Volcarona definitely gonna be scary. Definitely. My opponent goes for the Taunt here. And I just went for a Whip. I mean, it does damage Volk. A bit, not much. It's 4 times resisted, but we get some chip off, I guess. Gyarados at this point is no threat because he comes back in on rocks if he switches out. And my opponent went to Togekiss. And I missed my Power Whip as well. And he was Scarf. Missing that actually really sucked. Now, this is later on why I decide to put Ice Shard on the Weavile. Because at this point, I've only been encountering these Scarf Togekisses. And just look what it does to my team. Because he's just going for it. Like, this Pokemon is so... It's so skillless. Look, what's the skill in picking a Choice Scarf there, Slash? So at one point, I just had to hope that he wouldn't flinch one of my Mons. This is why this game became a bit difficult, just because of Scarf Kiss. Because now my Ditto actually has a speed tie with this. Which is annoying, but yeah, he just flinched down my Spit Def Gliscor. It is what it is. I go into my Ditto now and yeah, it becomes a speed tie here. And he revealed Body Slam, Flamethrower too. Like, I was considering Body Slamming here to paralyze it and so that my Pokemon would be faster, but I felt like, okay, if I just win the speed tie, I won this one. And I think he's gonna win, or he's gonna swap here into the Rotom. Not sure if I'm going to try to flinch this down. That's a lot of damage. He was Toxicorp. Yeah, okay. Because I saw the... because I knew he would have Trick, so at this point I decided, okay, I'm just gonna flinch this down and I miss. And yeah, this is annoying because now against the Togekiss I don't have my Choice Scarf, which is annoying. And now this guy is Toxicorp too. However, he has a Choice Scarf on him now. Not sure what. I wasn't sure if he was going to Trick again. Such an annoying turn of event. But yeah, if he debugs, that's gonna be annoying too. Luckily, he's badly poisoned from his own Toxicorp. And like I said, I wanted to keep up the rocks. I wanted to keep up the rocks because it pressures half his team. And yeah, obviously he can trick me again here. I didn't want to make the switch back into Ditto. Like, I was prioritizing Stealth Rock. And now Volcarona comes in. And yeah, this is where I again have to hope that my Mienshao doesn't get paralyzed or doesn't get... There's no way I go Ditto. Or doesn't miss the Rock Slide. Like, a lot of things were lying on this turn. I just Rock Slide here. He Fairy Dances. And I should still be able to live too, unless he gets a special attack boost. He didn't get the boost. I got my Rock Slide off. And luckily Volcarona died. We were still not out of the woods yet because the Togekiss is Choice Scarfed. So it outspeeds his whole team. We have no priority on our team. And now Rotom comes in to most likely defog again. I went for the U-turn. He went for Trick, meaning that he cannot defog now. I mean, the Assault Gear is whatever. And yeah, I'm paralyzed, so I won't be outspeeding Togekiss, but I can prevent this Rotom from doing anything. Maybe I go into Maybe I could have gone into Ferrothorn too and click Spikes or something, but I decided to go for Weavile because I want to be in a position where he wouldn't go Togekiss straight away. I just Night Slash here. Basically, what I wanted to make him think is that that I was Choice Banded and that he would, and basically force him to go Togekiss there. Which I did, and here I decided to sack a Pokemon first. I had to sack something, and because Weezing has the neutralizing gas, so we can remove Serene Grace, and then hopefully if he doesn't get a flinch from the normal Air Slash without Serene Grace, we can click Toxic on him or something. But I didn't want to switch in Weezing directly because I would get 2-hit KO'd there. I was debating, what do I sack? Because Ferrothorn still nice for the Gyarados. Mienshao is paralyzed. I was thinking about sacking Xiao. But Ditto won't be winning any speed ties either. And Mienshao has a Choice Scarf, which made it more useless. But I was debating, do I go Weezing now? But yeah, I felt like he did a lot of damage with his Air Slash earlier on my Gliscor, so I felt like he was running special attack on his Togekiss. So I decided to sack something and then bring in Weezing. But let's see if we do it now. Do we sack Ditto? Or do we sack Mienshao? One of those two. Because Weavile beats the other ones. I think it's better to sack Mienshao, but that might be me because of the paralysis. What are you going to do, Adinho? We sack Ditto, okay. I think it was better to sack Superior. But I guess Ditto would still live an attack, and then we might have a chance to sweep him with this, rather, if he doesn't flinch us. But yeah, of course, he flinched us. And so now I had to hope that my Weezing wouldn't get flinched here from Air Slash without Serene Grace, because here we remove the Serene Grace. I just went for Flamethrower, that's fine too, that should be a kill still. And yeah, like that could have been a 2-hit KO on me, so he didn't flinch me, we knock him out. And combined with Weavile and Ferrothorn, I should be able to beat the remaining Pokemon, which I'm not gonna show. Gengar comes in. I kill this, he switched out, yeah, doesn't matter. Of course we win at that point. And let's see if I show my rating here. So we're 18 minutes in. Okay. Okay, I actually didn't show my rating, but I was facing a Sand team, and with the double Sand, Excadren, and using Sandfill, I'm not gonna show too much of this battle because it's a novice trainer, and yeah, he made some crazy plays, but in the end, my Gliscor was just so strong versus him. And I think I just wiped him with Gliscor too. Plus Mienshao, he had no fighting type resist, so Gliscor, Mienshao, and Weezing checking the Scizor. Yeah, it wasn't much of a game. I'm not gonna show that game, so let's see. I think the next one is gonna be spicy. Okay, this game is gonna be spicy as well because this guy was actually in the top 100. He was pretty high ranking too. I think it was even in the top 50. At that point, but yeah, my opponent, quite a bulky team, can be Can be an offensive Mienshao because it's quite a slow team. And I figured my Gliscor would be really strong for him as well. Stealth Rock Hippo, so there's a chance that this Garchomp is choiced, or Home Claw because he's using the Sandstorm, so maybe it's using substitute Garchomp to make use out of the Sandstorm. So I figured I need to activate the Orb on Gliscor, so I just let up with the guy. As my opponent let up with Mienshao. And yeah, he was high ranking. I wasn't sure if he had knockoff on this. So I don't know if I stayed in there. Maybe I'm checking for the knockoff first. But yeah, I really wanted to activate my orb. Because maybe this is one of those Spadef or bulky Mienshaos as well. But yeah, when looking at his team, it is not better safe than sorry, so I went into Weezing. And he just went for Fake Out, and because he didn't go for that play there, I think I just swap, or do I Toxic Spike here? Anticipating Weezing or Rotom. Okay. I could have just gone back into Gliscor though, but I guess I just wanted to Toxic Spike up. And here I figured, okay, I need to find out what moves this Rotom is running. It's most likely his Defogger, because it's the only Defogger on this team. Volt Switch usually. But then, yeah, we have to figure out, is he Hydro Pump or Hidden Power Rise? Does he run Pain Split or a status move? So I just went into my Ferrothorn as he Volt Switched out. And yeah, I basically got nothing from the turn on Weezing by clicking Toxic Spikes. But I clicked it in case he went into the Weezing. Didn't want to reveal my Toxic yet. He goes into the Weezing here. And yeah, like I said, I just need to get in my Gliscor somehow. But I think here I might just stay in, take the Flamethrower. Don't need this for much. If he Wisps me, I get Fairy Rocks anyway. At the cost of being burnt. But I was considering, do I Spike or Stealth Rock? But he had a Rotom, so yeah, I want to make a priority to remove Rotom too. So I went for Rocks here, and my opponent indeed went for the Flamethrower, which I can obviously take, being a Ferrothorn. So we took it pretty well. We got up Rocks, so that Rotom is forced to click Defog at one point, which we can definitely use. I went into Mienshao here because I felt like I don't need the Mienshao here for much. He doesn't run any real special attackers aside from Porygon and Rotom and Weezing. So I just used this. He went for the Toxic Spikes, and I think I just went for the knockoff here. Like I said, I don't mind if this gets burnt. We are finding out that this Weezing has Flamethrower, Toxic Spikes, most likely Pain Split, so let's see if he has Wisp. But no, he revealed Sludge Bomb, and this is where I figured out, okay, he might not be running Will-O-Wisp. But I went into the Weezing first to remove these Toxic Spikes. As he used Toxic Spikes again, pretty interesting. Because I was figuring, okay, he showed 3 of his moves. His last move should be Pain Split. But I wanted to, if my Gliscor gets burnt, it's actually horrible for me. So I was still being a bit cautious, because as long as he doesn't show it, you cannot assume. I went for the Toxic here because I anticipated the Rotom coming in, and he already got up his layers. He's probably not Wisp, because otherwise he click it on me. Like, I wanted him to click Wisp on me. That's the reason I brought in Weezing, by the way. I went Weezing first to see if his Weezing had Will-O-Wisp, because he revealed Toxic Spikes, Flamethrower, and Sludge Bomb already. And if he doesn't click Wisp on me, he most likely doesn't have it. And if he doesn't have it, he's most likely going to switch out here. So this is the moment I was able to click Toxic, and it completely worked out. We poisoned the Rotom, and if this is Defog Rotom, I was still afraid of bringing in the Gliscor because he could still be Will-O-Wisp on this Rotom. But there's no way I'm going. I'm hovering Gliscor, but there's no way. There's no way. So I felt like, okay, my Gliscor can come in on Weezing, because he most likely doesn't have the Will-O-Wisp now. He would have clicked it on me, because Weezing versus Weezing, you might as well burn me first before switching, and he didn't. There's no way I'm going Gliscor here. Come on, just go Ferrothorn. I did go Gliscor. What am I doing? Okay, luckily Devo, but that was a horrible play by me. Hold up. Even if it worked out, here, guys, that's a horrible play by me. That's a horrible play by me. Because if that was Will-O-Wisp Rotom, which he wasn't carrying, because he already carried Sludge Bomb on the guy, because this could have been Will-O-Wisp Rotom. So I felt like I should have just gone Pharaoh there. I could have always brought in my Gliscor. That was a horrible... Sorry, guys, that you had to witness this, but that was a horrible play by me. Even though it worked out here. Even though it worked out here. It's a horrible play by me. But yeah, I have my Orb activated, something I wanted. And I just SD here as he goes for Hydro, and yeah. Does a lot of damage to me. But I know I can easily roost on Hippowdon, on Porygon, and on Weezing with this Gliscor. I wanted this poison damage to tick. I don't know if I roost here. A bit risky. I just want Mienshao. It doesn't give me a U-turn option if he does decide to Volt and he Hydro misses. Could have stayed it. And yeah, this is really low, and I needed to figure out if this was Pain Split or doesn't, because if he doesn't have Pain Split, this guy is as good as dead. If it isn't Pain Split, he's most likely swapping, which he did, and he brought in the Weezing. Awesome, I get the U-turn off. I think I already knocked off this guy, so there's no Rocky Helmet. I don't know if I knocked off Black Sludge, but now I go back into the Gliscor. We already saw his moveset: Flamethrower, Sludge Bomb, Toxic Spikes. Not a big deal, but I just wanted to get off my roost on this guy. He might be staying in because I'm low and the poison is obviously damaging me, but the roost will out-heal the poison damage. And he did swap out, meaning that I get free recovery. He went into his Rotom, which is awesome. And I'm not sure if I SD here again, because I'm obviously outside of Hydro Pump range, but I am risking a crit. But he knows that my Gliscor can live a Hydro Pump. So at this point, I feel like he has to click Hydro Pump because it's too scary if I set up here. I obviously can, but I'm risking a crit here. And yeah, if this is Pain Split, then if this isn't Pain Split, then Swords Dancing right now is not the play. I went into Mienshao, expecting him to click Hydro on me, but he Volt Switched, and that's such a ballsy play. Because I live Hydro Pump. I live Hydro Pump there. And I can just knock him out with the next Facade. So if I Swords Dance there, the game was kind of over for him. But it worked out for him, and yeah, maybe he needed to make that play. Because the only thing I was risking was a crit at that point. Because if I stay in, I'm risking a crit. He goes for U-turn. Yeah, obviously it's fine. I heal most of it back. And yeah, there isn't really much that threatens this. He can go into Hippowdon and click Stealth Rock versus me. That's the best thing he can do to my Gliscor and then roar me out. But if he goes into Hippowdon, I go into my Ferrothorn and I get up rocks. He decided to go into his Porygon though. And because that Rotom is under pressure, I was tempted to go into my Ferrothorn here, I think. I was still a bit wary about the Gliscor, about the Garchomp. But here, I think I just go into Pharaoh. Like, I need my rocks up versus him. Really nice. He goes for Beam. He wasn't down low, so it doesn't do too much to me. I can even go for Leech Sheet here to get some recovery back and be annoying to whatever he switches into, right? Like, I can easily get up rocks versus Rotom, Oregon, and Hippowdon. So we have the time. We have the time. We just gotta play this out correctly here. And he does go into the Wheezing, meaning we get more chip on Wheezing, get some recovery back. Awesome, awesome. And I think I can even go into my Mienshao here. Because if he swaps, I won't be in a bad position. Because I can always U-turn out, can click knockoff, whatever. If he clicks Flamethrower, it's gonna be good for me. And he decided to go Garchomp. My Mienshao is full HP. And the only way he can kill me is if he's Life Orb, Max Attack, or Choice Bandit. But if he's that set, then Gliscor has an easier time versus this. He goes for Earthquake. And that doesn't kill me. And I U-turn, and now I need to look at his HP. Does he get leftovers? Because then it can be Hone Claw. But I go into Weavile here. He has a Porygon too. He has a Porygon too. And it is leftover, so I gotta be wary. This can be Hone Claw. I just went for Spear. Because his Rotom is low. Goes into Porygon too. But if I can get some cool hits off, that can be nice. He's pressure on this. And those 3 hits actually do a lot of damage. So I figured he was a bit especially defensive. I go into Ferrothorn there. But yeah, that Garchomp is a big threat. If he gets behind a substitute. He goes for Discharge. Don't paralyze me. I don't know if it happened, but it didn't. And I think I just Stealth Rock here. As he goes Mienshao, and that's fine. I get up my rocks, and I think now I can just go into Gliscor, and that Rotom is gonna take Stealth Rock plus Poison. There's no need for me to predict a U-turn there. I just go Gliscor. As he does go for U-turn, and yeah, Rotom comes in on damage again. As he goes Garchomp. And I think I needed to Earthquake here and then sack a Pokemon, but I mean, I might be wrong. Let's see what I do here. Let's see how we play this out. Did I just go straight into Weavile here on the... Because that might be... He might actually sub here, but I don't think it's... I think I Earthquake first though. I was looking at his rank and I thought there must be a reason he brings this in. He's probably going for a game. Like, he doesn't accomplish anything with Dragon Rushing here because I don't take enough damage. I figured he either needs to set up on me, and he might go for a substitute first, or he's gonna go for straight Hone Claw. That's why I made this aggressive play. Because I figured he's a good player. He must be a good player, or a decent player at least. And he knows his guard. Because we already saw the leftover, so we knew, okay, he doesn't have the damage to kill me. So this is why I made this aggressive play. And he goes into the Porygon, and if I get 4 or 3 hits here, I might be able to 2-hit KO him. But like the usual, Adinho has the patent to 2 hits. So I'm not able to knock this out, which is... I lost so much from that play. But on the other hand, though, now he has to click recover on me. So I can make a play from there. And I was a bit unfortunate, because if I got 3 hits off, I could have 2-hit. Because now I might need 4 hits to knock him out there, which is a bit unfortunate. Obviously, if we got 4 hits, I would have gone for the 2-hit KO, but maybe I would have gone for it with 3 hits too. It's gonna... Might seem like a really long battle, but I think we are nearing the end, because with Rotom gone, I stack up my hazards and he doesn't do much about it. And once I'm stacked up on hazards, Weavile clicking Icicle Spear can be really annoying with his only Ice type resist gone. But yeah, let's see how we proceed here, because I guess I was skulking Brick Break because I assumed he was Spadef, and he lived. So I revealed my hand by Brick Breaking there. That's what I was skulking. I had Brick Break at the time, but he needs to recover again because I still 2-hit KO him. And now we pick up the pace. So I revealed my hand by having Brick Break, but he still needs to recover. He actually didn't. Went into the Wheezing. Do I Leech here? Do I Spike? I went for Spike. Because those spikes are most likely going to stay if I play it correctly. And like I said, I don't die from here. I still don't die from the Rotom either, but those spikes... I know I'm just gonna love it. I wanted to win a bit quicker here. I went into this. Another Flamethrower. Going for more chip. I know I don't get Regenerator here. But now I get Gliscor in. And I think I Sword Stance here. And that basically guarantees me a kill. With him staying in. Yeah, I Sword Stance here. Because even if he Pain Splits, he's still gonna die. Wait, did I... Wait. Why didn't I Sword Stance? What? Adinho, what's up? Oh, this is why reviewing your own games. Like, this is like the perfect position to Sword Stance. Why do I have Facade there? I guess I was assuming he knew I would Sword Stance here, and I wanted to hit the Rotom because... But I would still kill the Rotom though. Well... Was he not faster than me? No, I was faster. I was faster than him. Yeah, I catch the Rotom, but if I click Sword Stance, I would still kill him with Facade. So I don't understand why I didn't Sword Stance there. Whatever though, but it's a bit bad. It's a bit bad on my side. Do I actually go Weezing here? Do I let him defog for free? What's going on? I could... Was he faster than me? I went into this on the Hydro Pump. Okay, I actually have to look it back. If he was faster than me, then the play actually makes sense going for Facade. Maybe he was actually faster than me. I thought I was faster though. Yeah, I'm actually gonna run it back. 113. We run it back to the first Hydro. I stayed in here. Was I if I was slower, maybe I missed it, but if I was slower than him, I think I stayed in here, right? If I was slower, then it makes sense what I did, trying to predict the Rotom. Let's see. He was okay, he was faster. That's what I missed. Adinho, then you play well. Then you play well by Facading there. That makes sense. So, and here yeah, okay. Then I Sec Weezing, because I removed the Toxic Spikes. I don't die either if he defogs, if he Hydro Pumps. And I can still keep this alive to remove Toxic Spikes. And if he defogs, he dies anyway to Poison. So, makes sense. Makes sense. But that's why we didn't Sword Stance, because the Rotom was actually faster than us. Sand King, there's no way I'm staying here, right? Maybe I actually do Toxic this, because beating this might be annoying with that Hippowdon roaring me around into the Weavile every time, and my Ferrothorn being that low. I think Toxicing here is actually not a bad play. Because I'm gonna win with Gliscor anyway. Having this Toxic really helps, and he might even go for Stealth Rock himself, anticipating Gliscor. So then I still keep this alive. So we played this pretty perfectly. I didn't realize his because I'm not live in the game, of course, now. So I didn't realize his rhythm was actually faster than me. But yeah, having this poisoned makes it much easier because this is the thing that can wear me out. And like I said, I think I win with Gliscor, especially if I have him poisoned as well. Even if he keeps roaring me and be annoying for Weavile, he still takes increased poison damage every turn. So I just Sword Sense. If he roars me out, who gives? He takes poison damage again. And if he did, because if he did Slack off there, I get a +2 Earthquake off on the guy. And he roars me into Ditto, which is fine. I think I actually just Earthquake here. I think I just Earthquake here because he has no ground type immunity. He is on a timer with poison. Because if I click Whirlwind here, he might get a free Slack off and I don't gain anything. But he swaps out into the Porygon, and with the Sandstorm and Hazards, this is a 2-hit KO. And he kind of got semi-swept by by the Hippowdon there. I can even stay in against his Garchomp because Earthquake. Hippowdon's attack is pretty cool, pretty insane. He does try to go into this mon, and I just keep clicking Earthquake. He Home Clawed there, and this is where he kind of cements it for us because I think I just swap. Look at how much my Earthquake did as well. I think I just swap into something that can break sub. So I just go into Pharaoh because Pharaoh can still break the sub. If he kills me, I can go back into Ditto and reverse sweep him with his Garchomp he just Home Cloud with. And doesn't really matter even if he clicks the substitute. I do have Weavile with Icicle Spear, which will knock him out at that point. And he does Dragon Rush there. I'm anticipating maybe a Gliscor coming in. And the Sandstorm is gone, and this is where I bring in the Ditto. And I just click Earthquake 4 times and win. Because he clicked Home Claw. And with the Hazards up, yeah, this is the point where you might just forfeit. Because I think that Mienshao was fake out, we saw from the beginning. And 2 fake outs is not going to be enough to knock me out. So you can go into Mienshao now. And even if that happens, he's not gonna win against my Gliscor at this point. So I just let this roll down to the end, and I think we gotta wrap up this video because we are 43 minutes in. Team felt really cool, fun in the beginning as well. But yeah, after more than 100 games with this team, obviously everything gets boring. If you guys enjoy these kind of videos though, make sure to let me know down in the comments. I know you like to see the live commentary, but doing these kind of climbs, I'd rather have full focus if I seriously climb. Like, I was seriously climbing here, and yeah, we ended it up here at 626.29 at 2 losses. One of the losses was even before I did the road to top 100 with a other fun team, and one of the other losses is with the other team, and now that one loss is with the guy with the Snorlax. Against an, yeah, I mean, if you have a rank like that, I can say noob. I did lose to a noob. But yeah, those kind of games happen as well. You can win against anyone, but you can lose against anyone as well. But yeah, the other ones we run really comfortably. This battle as well, I showed off the strength from Ditto too, and yeah, there's much more footage in this recording. This is a 2-hour recording from one day, so it's gonna be episode 2 part 2 soon. This video is gonna be episode 2 part 1. And yeah, guys, if you are interested in this team, you can check it out on Patreon. I have it updated as well. It doesn't have Brick Break on the Weavile anymore. So check it out if you are interested. There's a team building video on this team as well, explaining the team, how to play the team, etc., the EVs, etc., and why I chose to go certain ways. If you guys are interested, Make sure to like the video as well. Comment down below if you have any questions. Subscribe. 3.5k subscribers soon, and join our Discord server if you'd like to discuss this game. We have quite a few people active in our Discord server, so it's a good place to be, especially if you want to talk about PvP, because I think that our channel is the best environment for PokeMMO PvP. That's just my opinion, and yeah, I hope you guys share it as well. And yeah, have a wonderful day, guys. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out.